Hello, everyone. Yes, welcome, welcome. And okay, let me say hello to people. This is going to be a flip through of art journals. If I can go this long, go that long, art journals and some full-size artwork for year of 2020. This one is starting January 16th is when I started my 365-day female faces art challenge. But I have I do other artwork besides the female faces. I do have other things in my art journals. So let me see. Let's welcome. And if you could stay at least 15 minutes, that helps out the channel a lot. Thank you. Okay, hello to Designs by CADPRO. Oh, Designs by CADPRO. I see you have your new badge. I just put the Marilyn Monroe badge in last night. I added that. Pop art. That's pop art by Andy Warhol. Oh, he's looking forward to a sketchbook tour. This is going to take a while. I'm starting with January 16th, 2020. Gracie Shack, yay, sketchbook tour. Okay, Gracie Shack is here. Oh, Designs by CADPRO, shout out to him. He's a Value Channel member, and his channel link is down below in the description box. Shout out to his channel. He's a wonderful art channel. He mostly does graphite, wonderful graphite drawings and oil pastel drawings. And Gracie Shack has the distinguished honor of being the top super chat supporter for the year of 2020. Way to go, Gracie Shack, and thank you so much for your generosity. And Gus Wiener from the Netherlands is here. My streams are always very international. We have Vegan Realist. Hello, he's from the UK. Gracie Shack's from the UK. Goswina is from another artist, mainly realistic landscape paintings, and she's from the Netherlands. Okay, let's get started. And yes, hello again, Vegan Realist. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, I started off by challenging myself in 2020 I challenged myself to a 365-day challenge where I was only going to draw and paint. I had to draw or paint a female face every day because I wanted to get super laser focused on some kind of on one kind of subject in order to if I could to see where that would take me in terms of my art style. And actually, I have several different styles. Well, here I see I did this. So this was pretty much the first one I did for this challenge. And it might be, I don't know if it was I might have been the first artwork I did for the year, but it was definitely the first one I did for the 365-day challenge. I think it was not the first artwork I did of the year. The first artwork I did of the year I did it here. I did it. Let me see if I dated this. I know I did this like in the first or second week of January because I was in Lifebook 2020 and the link for Lifebook 2021 is down below. It's hosted by Tamara Laporte at willowwing.org, and her link is in the top of the description box. This was mixed media, an angel to protect you throughout the year. And their hair is like intertwined here, but it was her design. It's her design, her techniques. So I tried to get away from that this year, of like taking too many online classes where I'm too influenced by the teacher's techniques and subject. Like this was her composition and it's her techniques, and yes, it came out my own way, but I could not put this in my Etsy shop for sale. You can sell it to a friend, or you can sell it like that, but you can't. I could not put this commercially up for sale. So can you? It's hard to see the whole thing. So now you see the bottom of it. They're wearing matching necklaces, and their hair is intertwined to show the interconnection with them. It's mixed media. And I got good practice on learning techniques on drawing face and hair, especially the hair. I'm really happy with how the hair turned out. Oh God, I'm going to go on and on about different things instead of. So this one is, okay, so this is mixed media. No, this is Tombow markers. Tombow markers and oil pastel highlights. Oil pastel highlights and Tombow markers. Okay, let's go. Otherwise, I'll be here forever explaining everything. Now, here's with the head tilted a little, and most of the time I don't draw things from my head. I don't draw things from my imagination. I get inspired by something I see on Pinterest usually, or maybe I was inspired by this teacher's style, but this was not an online assignment or anything like the other one was. And then I kind of add to it in my own way. So I do add to it in my own way. That's mixed media. Anytime you have questions, I'm keeping an eye on the chat. Anytime you have questions, let me know. Okay, this is still January 2020. This is all Tombow marker. Oh, a little bit of soft chalk pastel. I really love soft chalk pastel over oil pastels. I don't like doing a whole drawing in oil pastels like CADPRO does. Okay, I love soft chalk pastels, but this is water-soluble Tombow markers and soft chalk pastels on her eyes, and probably on highlights on her face, maybe. This is again Tombow markers. And maybe a little, yeah, in her, around her, the shadows on her, over her eye is soft chalk pastel. And this one was for the class that I took, Lifebook 2020, and this was inspired by Tamara Laporte's lesson. And these were my symbols for two of these symbols are symbols that I created myself that symbolize my 2 words for the year, not 3 words. I just added that star there. My 2 words for the year were self-love and focus. So focus, I did like these with the angles, and the self-love is like a heart that goes in on itself with an arrow pointing in. So I use those symbols kind of throughout the year. Again, Tombow marker. No, this whole thing might have been soft chalk pastel with a little bit of marker. Yeah, I was happy with how the hair turned out here, but this was her composition I did with the butterfly glasses. Oh, and then I decided to do another one. So I love this with a galaxy theme. Oh, I love the galaxy hair. Yeah, so I was inspired by this online art lesson she gave, but then I kind of made it more my own with the galaxy hair. Oh, yeah, this one's really cool. I really love doing galaxies. Okay, galaxies down here, right there. And with the moon, some of the moon cycles. Oh, I was really starting to practice really trying to develop the features of the face, like really trying to do the nose better. I think this one really is good. I think I did the nose pretty good, and the lips, I think, really good with those highlights. I think that turned out really good, and the eyes maybe not so much, but I love the effect of this. Oh, let me take a time out. Let me check. I'm trying to get it in frame right. Oh, you guys are all listening? Oh, do I need to refresh? Hold on. Let me put it on. And let me put it on top chat. I mean, not top chat, live chat. Hi, Jade. Hi, Jaden. So, welcome to the live stream. Please thumbs it up and share it out if you can. Share it out, please. Oh, wonderful. 2 thumbs down already. Haters just love being haters, right? Oh, hold on. I'm going to share this out. If everybody take this moment to share this out, give a thumbs up. Hold on. Let me share this out. And I hope you guys share it out too, please. Four. I'm just sharing this out. Hold on. It takes me a while. Hold on. I'm trying to type it. I'm going to share it on Twitter now. Still sharing it out. Hold on, please. I hope you guys are taking time to share it out and thumbs it up. What the heck? And then for the best white marker, it took me a long time to find, well, a while to find, over a couple of years, white Posca. White Posca. I find the Posca white markers are the best. I don't like jelly. I don't like, a lot of artists like white jelly rolls. And I don't like white jelly roll. I like white Posca markers. That's similar to the one I did. Yeah, so I tried that one again, which this one was inspired by a picture artwork I saw on Pinterest. This one is inspired by Shiloh Sophia. Oh, yeah. At the beginning of this year, I did a 3-foot round canvas painting, a round painting. Yeah, I made videos on it. I made a couple videos on it. I took an online class in January. I took an online class with Shiloh Sophia, who teaches intentional creativity, which is so cool. It's a really cool art process, intentional creativity. And it took me and we went through 4 to 6 weeks to finish one 3-foot round canvas, which was called the Midnight Muse. Okay, but I can't show that today. But this was inspired by online class this very beginning in January that I took with Shiloh Sophia. Again, this is soft chalk pastels and Tombow marker. That one oh, that's weird. That one is weird. This one is so that if I want to make a similar face again, I think it was if I want to make a similar face on another one, I can, and then future one, I can do that. This is very weird. Again, inspired by Shiloh Sophia, and down here, that's kind of weird proportions. Oh, this one I like because it's, even though this is like weird proportions, it's whimsical. I like it. It's a whimsical face. Oh, I love all this around here. All that plant life, the whimsical plant life. So cool. And how it's like going, so she's kind of like a Mother Earth type. Or if, oh, she could be a fairy. She could be a garden fairy. And that's coming up later in another art journal. I have a fairy art journal, which I took with Katrina Koltes. She's linked down below too. Okay, so here again, 2 of my symbols for the year, which symbolize my 2 art words for the year: self-love and focus. I think the eyes. I was coming along developing the eyes. I like the way the eyes look in that, and her hair. Soft chalk pastel, and again Tombow, a little bit of Tombow marker. And that is, yeah, it's unfinished. I don't know. I never came back to it. Oh, it's similar to this. I guess my idea was something to like, and then I finished it more with this, and I have writing in the hair, some I do art journaling in different places sometimes, like in the hair, or even right on the skin. I sometimes do art journaling. This is stenciled. Again, soft chalk pastel, Tombow markers. Yeah, I don't think it's my Arteza. I don't think it's my Arteza brush pens yet. I started doing them later in the year. Okay. Oh, this is acrylic paint. Inspired. I always have to get inspiration outside myself. But I try to make it my own. Oh, this is her blue hair right here. Oh, inspired by artwork I saw on Pinterest, which this style, this kind of strong use of color on the face, I really liked. And that's all acrylic paint. Yeah, it's all acrylic paint, right? Oh, here I'm trying to do praying hands in front of the face, but that's just a sketch. Again, oh, that's all acrylic paint, inspired by that same style from the face that was 2 pages back. Inspired by the style of the strong use of colors and contrasts. Okay, this was done in March. Oh, because I took a watercolor class called Garden of Dreams, where Garden of Dreams, and she does mixed media. It's watercolor with some mixed media. So that's apart from the female faces, but yeah, it's in my art journal. So yeah, inspired by the online art lesson that I took with Katrina Koltes, and her. If you're interested in taking class, she has very reasonably priced classes, and she's a really good teacher, online teacher. And her website link is linked down below. I was trying to do some mermaids. Oh, I ended up doing this in digital art. It's a sketch I did. It's a sketch I did for an art challenge, and I did it in digital art. I sketched it out. I sketched out the composition in here, and then did it in digital art. And that was just another idea for it. A mermaid in the moonlight. Oh, what's this? Oh, okay. So I have a whole bunch of art journals, and so now I went to a different art journal, and see, because I worked on them based on what sizes they were. So this one is, if I didn't want to work in this size, which is like 9 by 12, I believe it's like around 9 by 12. I would switch if I didn't have much time in the day to complete my 365-day challenge of drawing a female face every day. Then sometimes I would draw the face in my 3x5-inch journal. Sometimes I would draw it in my 5x8-inch journal. And then this is smaller, yep. And then sometimes I would, this must be 9x12. That must be a little bit bigger. And then sometimes I would draw it in this one. So I was working in all different journals simultaneously, interchangeably. Like I didn't just finish one whole journal and go to another one, because during the year, if I didn't have a lot of time, then okay, I'm going to draw smaller. Because my challenge was to draw a female, at least a female, draw or paint a female face every day. So now this, then I started, I did this face, and it's like, oh, I made it my own, but it was inspired by Tamara Laporte because she always puts wings on the back of the neck, but that's about the only thing is I kind of pretty much made it more my own. Soft chalk pastel, Tombow markers again, and oh yeah, so then I started the week off, that particular week, that's in February. I started that week off February 24th, February 24th. And there's probably some before February 24th in these, but I do them interchangeably, so it's just going to not be in total chronological order. Oh yeah, so I started off the week, and then the whole week I made all these faces in this style. So they kind of are like whimsical alien faces to me. Whimsical alien. No, let me check the chat. Comics on lockdown. Hi. Oh, hey, Jamie, I'm so sorry. Your comments keep being held for review. I don't know why, because you're saying harmless things. Hey, oh, welcome to the live stream, Comics on Lockdown. Oh, hi, Scratch and Pete, coming to us from Canada. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, thanks for sharing it out. Thanks for sharing it out, Jamie, Vegan Realist. Right, so that particular week, I did a whole series of these female faces that were they're whimsical, alien kind of to me. I don't know, this one is pretty whimsical, not alien. And let's see, I do the highlights with, here I did the highlights with white Posca marker. The rest of it's soft chalk pastel, again, and Tombow marker. For the first few months of the year, I did keep using a combination of water-soluble Tombow markers, soft chalk pastels, and a white Posca marker, and sometimes white oil pastel. So that whole week, I continued that series of faces with the wings on the back of the neck. Here again, the galaxy theme again. I love the galaxy theme. Okay, then that week was over, and I like how this turned out. I didn't finish the crown, but this is mostly all Tom. I think this is when I got Arteza brush pen markers with it. They have a brush tip. I think this is when I started working with those. Okay, here's I wanted to start doing like women that aren't just all young and pretty. So I had the idea, I just wanted to do some faces that showed age, some older women. Again, an older woman. Oh, I remember Gracie said she really liked this one. She saw this about a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I really like how I did the galaxy effect here and the stars in her hair. Cool. And the symbol of fire from her heart on her heart. Okay, then mermaid. And remember, these are not in chronological order because I interchangeably would use different size art journals throughout the weeks. Yeah, so mermaid. Oh, I believe I did this for an art challenge. Okay, this one really is influenced by Shiloh Sophia. I took an online class with her in January. And this was very influenced by her style. She teaches intentional creativity, which I can't explain. I'm not going to explain that, but this kind of weird, this kind of distortion of the facial features is typical of her style. Okay, now we're in March there, and let's see. Oh, again this one. Oh, wait, am I going backwards? So again, for the third time, I tried this. If you can remember, there's two paintings I did very similar to this already. So I did a third version of that. I love the drips. I love this idea with the drips coming down. And this is supposed to be floral, abstract floral up here. All right, here I do art journaling in the hair. There's my two symbols for my two words for the year: focus and self-love. And I created symbols for them that I use throughout the year. Oh yeah, she's crying. Tear-stained face. I don't know. And then whenever I do art journaling, I do it illegibly because I want to express. I want to express myself with words, but I don't want people to be able to read it. So a lot of artists do that. So we will intentionally do it illegibly, and we're still able to express ourselves. And then sometimes people even cover up what they've written. So here I think it shows too. I think I should put a translucent layer over top of that, so because I don't like how much it sticks out so much. Okay, this is Arteza brush pen markers up here, and the face is soft chalk pastels, I believe. The idea was like floral, whimsical hair. And this one I thought turned out really well. Oh, because this is a challenging angle of the face, this 3/4 view, and I think I really nailed it. And again, I would say I didn't know it at the time, but after I took the Garden Fairy class, Garden Fairy watercolor class with Katrina Koltes, I realized a lot of times I was drawing flower fairies or garden fairies, woodland fairies. This one's definitely a flower fairy, and I like this really neutral grayish yellow background. Yeah, I think. Okay, let me check the chat. Yeah, that's a shame, Jamie. Yeah, YouTube sees you as a spammer. Goodness. I don't know why. Okay, people saying hello to each other. This one I'm not too happy with. So she's profile praying. This is ephemera that I glued in. Tim Holtz ephemera. Tim Holtz brand ephemera, butterflies, and yeah, that's pretty whimsical. I like it that she's praying. I like it that I like that. Okay. So, yeah, I like how I did the sky in the background, real dark, and then it gets really nice light, really nice ombre gradation effect there. Yeah, I like how I did her wavy hair. Maybe not so much. I don't like her hands so much. So the wolf looks really cool, or maybe that's a dog. I think I meant it to be a wolf. I like the expression on her face. And from this, I like this, and I actually made a larger. Oh, and I sold it. Yes, I made a large. I like this so much that I made a larger version of this in 12 by 16 inches, and I actually sold it. All this art journal work doesn't represent all my artwork because, you know, I did alcohol ink paintings throughout the year too that I sell in my Etsy shop. Okay, this was inspired by an online art lesson. It was free online because he has a YouTube channel, and it was from Grayscale Painting. Oh gosh, he's really easy to find. I after this is over, I forgot this was gonna end here, so because it was only one lesson that I followed from him. It was based on, he did it in acrylic. Here I'm doing it in soft chalk pastel. I did do it in acrylic. Yes, I did it in acrylic on 12 by 16 inches. Oh, that must be my stack. And then I went ahead and did a different version. And this is very much different than what he did. This is so I'm happy with, I was inspired by his online art lesson, but I really made it very much different than, he did not have a figure in it. He did not have the trees bending, curving, which helps the composition, nothing. So all I learned from him was that I applied in this was the misty forest, learning how to do a misty forest. This is all mostly soft chalk pastel with some marker outlines. Okay, here, practicing eyes. Here, it's sideways. That's like 3/4 eye. That's the front eye, yeah. Just practicing eyes. Here's practicing noses. Noses are one of the most challenging things for me to do. And then here I did a whole profile. That's just in pencil, which is very nice. I love how in graphite, all you have to do is just smudge it with your finger, and you can really make really nice soft shadows. So easy to make really realistic shadows. If Designs by CADPRO is here, do you agree with that? He works a lot with graphite, isn't it fun to make? It's so easy to make the realistic shading effects with the graphite. Here I just practiced 2 mouths. This is still March. This is still in March. And here I didn't realize it at the time, but she is a she is a flower fairy, which is I made her blue skin with Arteza brush pen markers, and then I did some journaling around here. And she's three butterflies attracted to her. Oh, with green lips. Let me check the chat. Let me refresh and see who's here. Who's still here? Say hello. Oh, so oh goodness. Okay, so here this one I'm really happy and proud of because it's completely all my design. It's all my concept. It's all my design. And I had thought about making a larger version of this or making more versions of this. So she's sitting like in a meditative pose. Her eyes are closed. She has this medallion around her neck that's emanating light. And butterfly. She has butterfly wings. Right here is a deer's head with the horns, the antlers, I mean. And here's a man's face profile. And then her hair is it's a nighttime starry sky like that. I like the gradation, but her hair is going up not because there's wind. Her hair is going up because it's for spiritual reasons. Her hair is going up like that. I forget what I was thinking about that. Maybe I don't know why. I just like the effect, and because what is it? Oh yeah, I got inspired by Native American I can't think of the word, Native American history, where they actually believed that hair had knowledge. Your hair has knowledge. Your hair can sense things. So I was inspired by that cultural theory and was making the hair like that. Kind of like it's like things like tentacles, kind of like tentacles reaching out and stuff. Okay, this one I'm experimenting with it, like just a different angle for the face, for the head, I mean. And I really love making skin like different colors besides flesh tones. Like blue skin, purple skin, green skin. I like experimenting with things like that. And you get this was done with a Arteza brush pen markers. You really get I can really get a nice shading, evenly shaded effect. Now here, I'm trying to work with the eyes and try to make a portrait with the eyes looking down instead of just the eyes always looking forward, making the eyes looking down. Again, I think she could be some kind of a woodland or no, floral fairy, which I'm drawing them and I don't even know them. Like I don't think of that at the time. I just think of her as a nature girl. I mean, she could be just a nature girl. So this one, dolphins. I mean, she's like a mermaid. And there's the dolphin. The dolphins are too close to her face, but the dolphins are swimming up there. I like this all shades of blue, though. Hey, is anybody still here? Oh, 7 watching. Hello to the 7 watching, lurking, and listening. Please give a thumbs up. And oh, this was done based on an art challenge. The person who gave the art challenge had this photo of this profile of this woman, and then the art challenge was make artwork based on that photo. So I'm happy with how this hair is. That's nice with the Arteza brush pen markers, and there might be soft chalk pastel in there too. Definitely soft chalk pastel is in the face, because that's how I can get really good blending effects, always with the soft chalk pastels. So let's see what month we're in now. I'm doing all of 2020. Oh, now this one I was in a challenge. It was April. Now we're in April. This was an April's challenge and Alice in Wonderland challenge. And they had on this one artist website, not website, on this one artist Facebook group, every day she had an Alice in Wonderland prompt. And I didn't do every day of the month, but I did some days of the month. Here she even has whiskers like a cat. There's the Cheshire cat. That's one of the characters in Alice in Wonderland, sitting on her head. Again, these are Arteza brush pen markers. They call them brush pens, but I like to say brush pen markers. And some black fine line markers. All right, this one I didn't finish, but it's the galaxy theme that I love. So galaxy hair and galaxy sky, and then of course I didn't finish this. I really like this on how she's just emerging from the background. She's kind of like part of the background and emerging from the background. And hold on, I need to get water. Oh, here's my water. Oh my goodness. 6 people watching. 6 people watching very quietly. No comments. Okay. Oh. I hope some people make some comments, but if you're quietly watching, that's fine. Okay, here, I really love this, and so of course I had to try and do this kind of effect again. And so I did this again, and I really love how it's like a watercolor effect, because the Arteza brush pen markers, they have a brush tip, and they actually have water-soluble ink inside of them that give you watercolor effects. And I'm really happy with this, because I think this came from my own inspiration. I don't remember being inspired by anybody. I think it came from my own imagination, which that's pretty good, because when I ever have artwork that comes completely from my own imagination, I'm really happy about that. This one too. Okay, I'm experimenting with the body pose, like showing shoulder and galaxy background. I love the galaxy effect, and with her purplish pink hair, whimsical. Yeah, I love making skin. Like here, the skin is flesh tone, it's a skin tone. But I love making hair different colors also, like pink or purple or green. And then I told you, I love making skin colors, not just flesh tones. I love making skin colors like purple, blues, greens. So here, another galaxy girl. Galaxy hair and galaxy background. This one, I feel like somebody said they really like it, but I thought, oh no, that's really messed up. I thought so she's crying, tears, and I'm not sure if I think I stopped working on it because I'm like, oh no, this is messed up, and so I didn't. I guess I should have put some. I could have continued putting hair here. And that's still April, still in April. Okay, here, playing with strong colors on the face, strong colors and strong contrasts. With it, see the really saturated colors, but with a really good neutral. I think that's a pretty good neutral background. Because if you had this if the background was a saturated color, it would be too much competition between the face and the background. So it has, yeah. All right. Oh, I love the blues and purples in that. Hello. Who's here? Nobody's commenting. I see 4 people watching. Who's here? Okay. This is one of my favorite ones of the year. Yeah, it's kind of strange that she has gray skin, so it's kind of like a statue. I love the expression on her face. It's just like filled with light and love and all the light from the yellow. Yeah, this is one of my favorites from the year. I think I gave a title for this. It's called the Loving Light. Or the Light of Love. Maybe I put it on the back. Did I put the title on the back? Oh, now we're in May. Oh, another mermaid. I love the blues and greens in this. Oh, here's the alien girl. Galaxy background with, oh, here's my symbols for my words of the year. Self-love and focus. Focus with it pointing like arrows for focus. And a heart turning in on itself with arrows pointing in for self-love. Pretty good alien girl. This one I used Jane Davenport's face stencil. I have some of her stencils of faces and face parts, and so there I just used the stencil and colored it in with soft chalk pastels. This one I really got a really big response from in my Facebook group called Women Unleashed. It's all women's art group, and so many of the women artists loved this. One of my artist friends said, now that's real art. That's real art where I am expressing like feelings. In fact, the title of this, and I think I have it. Oh yeah, the title of this is I'll Try Not to Beat Myself Up, which is the story of my life. Yep, I try not to beat myself up. Goswina's still here. Hi, Goswina. So nice to have you still here. Anyway, I hope people can watch the replay too. That would be nice. I do have some regulars that do. And after I did this style and I got such a big response from it and my women's art group, I was like, I don't know I don't know what kind of artwork to do after this, because this is kind of different from everything else I was doing this year. I was really trying to just get out my feelings, really just put my feelings on the paper, and my feelings of frustration and stuff. And so, and that's really got pretty different from what I've been doing for the beginning part of this year, as you can notice in my art journals. So then I tried to do something similar. I don't think it worked. I don't think it worked out as well. I don't know. Oh, I actually finished an art journal. Oh, that's the last page. Whoa, that's unusual. That's unusual to finish an art journal for me. Oh, that was 50 pages. Oh, and this one was part of the year too. This was from February. Oh, this one came from this journal, my 5x8" journal. Yeah, from February. I guess I don't really like this one that much. Okay, so now, like I said, this is not in chronological order because I worked interchangeably with different size art journals. If I didn't have time, I would just do a drawing in my 3x5" journal. If I had more time, I'd work in a bigger art journal. Then if I had also not as much time or less motivation, then I'd work in this 5x7, I think this 5x8" art journal. And this one I drew on the anniversary of the 1 year anniversary of my mother's death. Don't worry, she lived a long life. She passed away at age 96. Yeah, 96. So I don't feel like she left this earth too early. So the last few months of her life were really difficult health-wise and physically. So okay, so let's see. Oh yeah, experimenting, using like strong colors. Yeah, not even showing the whole face, strong colors. Here, okay, that was soft chalk. That one was soft. No, this one was soft chalk pastel. And these are going to jump around in the months. These are not chronological because, like I said, I worked interchangeably in between the different size journals. So this one, mostly is Arteza brush pen markers, mostly, with maybe soft chalk. Oh gosh. Oh, and then and that's similar to the other fake 2 pages back. So I was trying to do that same effect. Strong colors and soft chalk pastels. Here's a weird kind of whimsical. I guess I wanted to make a face with huge eyes. So there's my symbols again. Oh, no, are they my symbols? No, those are just galaxy symbols. Okay, here's I just practicing 3 different faces in pencil. Here. Oh, I had just gotten the Arteza brush pen markers and was experimenting with some colors, using them. I mean, experimenting with using them and blending colors. She could almost be a mermaid, not really, but with the hair and her face and all the blues and greens. Oh, I really like this one. Tear-stained face with just huge eyes. here I am practicing mouths, and I love to do. See, I love to do faces and hair and different parts of the face in different colors. And I had just gotten my Arteza brush pen markers, so I was using all the different colors and practicing mouths. Eyes, just page of eyes with drips. Here I am. Here I am practicing eyes, and I like to use all different colors for the eyes. I didn't want to use flesh tone. I mean, any kind of skin tone, real skin tone. Again, with the mouths. Oh, those turned out nice. Nice highlights on them. I like this one where I brought it down into there. This is a recurring theme in my work with the crow, holding the key from its beak on a woman's head. That's actually a recurring theme in my past artwork. So here, that's just a pencil sketch. Oh, this one I better not. I don't know. I better not show, I guess, because I don't know what they'll. I don't know how strict YouTube is. It's just. Oh, that was part of the Alice in Wonderland April challenge. So that was the theme. I probably wrote it on the back. It's down the rabbit hole. Oh, the prompt for that was down the rabbit hole. This one, Alice in Wonderland prompt again, and this one was many locked doors. And there you can see the crow. There's my recurring theme again with the crow or the raven with a key dangling from its beak. This is called many locked. I mean, the prompt was for Alice in Wonderland in the month of April. Many locked doors. This one was Alice in Wonderland, and what was the? Let me see what the prompt is on that. Drink me. This one was drink me, and here Alice in Wonderland is drinking too much of blue Alice in Wonderland cocktails. That's funny. Again, this was Alice in Wonderland prompt, and the prompt was pool of tears. Oh, well, I got a good response on this one. A lot of people really like that. Pool of tears. Ron's Beer Reviews and Tools. Hi. No, I'm not familiar with Petra Stein. No, I could look her up. Welcome to the live stream, Ron. Good morning from Massachusetts. No, hey, we're in the afternoon now. I'm on the East Coast too. Yeah, I'm doing a 2020 a whole year art journals flip through. I had many art journals for year 2020. So this one was based on the Alice in Wonderland prompt that I was following in a Facebook group for Pool of Tears. This one was I believe that was probably the Cheshire Cat. Let's see, what was the prompt? The cat. The cat, what? The cat. The cat something. I don't know, but I made it like the Cheshire Cat. Or Cheshire. No, it's Cheshire, I'm pretty sure. Here's just a simple pencil drawing. Another simple pencil drawing. Oh my goodness. I must have, on those days, I had less energy. So Ron, yes, this represents drawing every day for 6 months in my art journals of a female face, drawing or painting a female face. That was my challenge to myself, to really narrow down, really niche, I mean not niche down, really narrow down, focus down my subject matter. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of faces and pencil. Oh, I really like this one. 3/4 view. It's not as easy as some angles of the face. That's kind of weird with it look almost with that kind of, well, it's reddish. I love the uneven effects of this. Like we don't just have the outline of a face. We have something up here. It's very loose, and then it's really tight in here. I mean, really like detailed in here, but then loose around the edges. I like that. Yeah, I love doing half faces. So a number of these will be half faces, but not most of them. But experimenting with here using a lot of like high contrast and saturated colors, but with a half face. Oh, here the next few ones are going to be half faces. I really like doing half faces. And then I wanted to do this. I wanted to try doing stuff with monochromatic. Monochromatic means all different shades and tints of one color. Again, that's not an easy angle. It's kind of like looking down, and it's 3/4. That's a challenging angle to try to work at. This one I like because it's like black and white, but then I was inspired by artwork I saw in Pinterest. I saw a black and white image with just the colors on the eyes and the lips. This one, like a different, this is like, experimenting with a different expression on the face. I guess she looks like she's tired. Maybe she's blue. Maybe she's depressed or sad. Again, the black and white with some color in there. Oh God, this angle of the face is so challenging. You're looking up at the face. So you're looking up into her nose, and that's a real challenge to do this angle of the face. Here, I think the proportions got messed up. Her face is too long, but you could consider it whimsical with it long like that. I don't know if I meant it to be long like that. Partial, it's almost a half face. Oh, that's all in soft chalk pastels, one of my favorite mediums. Okay, another half face with different. Oh, I don't do much with yellows. That's kind of like a whole thing with yellows. Like I can only think of like almost one other one that I did this year where it's all kind of tones of yellows and maybe some gray in there. Okay, profile. Profiles can be challenging too. Time flies by. Yeah, afternoon already. Time flies by. Thank you. He said nice. Thank you. Please give this thumbs up, thumbs it up, and share it out. Share it out on your social media, a community tab if you have one. Only people with 1,000 subscribers or more have community tab. This one, pencil drawing, and I like it's all floral hair. So she could be considered a floral fairy. more a nature girl. That's all floral in there. Oh, this one, a magazine picture. I started with a magazine picture and then colored on top of that. And I had seen that in an art Facebook group that I followed during the year, and a lot of them were doing that, where they cut out a magazine face and then just draw on top of it, color on top of that, and then they get to follow the face. That way, you get the facial features are always going to stay completely perfectly in proportion. Oh, what's this? You mean I didn't finish this one? And that was day 38. Oh, because I stopped my 365-day challenge in June. I just couldn't. I couldn't almost bear to do one more face, one more female face. I just tried all these female faces, all different ways, every day for 6 months, from January to June. And then I really ran out of steam in June, and I stopped doing faces every day for a while. I think I was doing other kinds of artwork though, and then I picked it up again. When was it? In September, October, where this woman in a Facebook group was doing 100-day faces challenge, 100-day faces challenge, and I tried to pick it up again with them and do more faces, but not in this journal. I didn't. That was the last one for that journal. So I got more art journals. Here's one of the few times where I do use yellow. I seem to use a lot of pinks, purples, blues, and greens. So for me to do like one where it's all monochromatic yellows, like that could be like the third one I did all year. And there's a stencil in there, and this is acrylic plus my Arteza water brush, water brush pen markers. Oh, and this is from a stencil. Oh, there's gold in there. Yeah, yellow does go well with gold, even though it doesn't create enough contrast. Oh, this one's very weird. It was based on that weird one where I really was trying to express my feelings on the paper of frustration, and I did that I was kind of lost, and I'm like, I don't know how to create more artwork like this, where I'm like really putting my frustrated feelings and angry feelings on paper. It's kind of like new to me, and I was trying there again that. Okay, so again, I'm not doing all faces there, so this is in my art journal still though. Lotus flowers, plant, with the watercolor effect. Similar. Okay, face again with journaling. Because I'm trying to keep up with the 100-day faces challenge that had started I started it in October with this group. Oh, this is weird. I don't know why I did this weird lion face. No, I think it was in some online art retreat that I was in. Yes, because then I did journaling, straight journaling. I think I was in some online art retreat. Yeah, I remember this. It was part of the online art retreat where somewhere in your journal you trace your hands and you put your hands, because it's supposed to be like a grounding. It's supposed to be a grounding area, a grounding place in your art journal for during the online art retreat that took place in the fall. That you could trace your feet or your hands, and then you can just rest your hands every time you feel like you need to be grounded. Looking sharp. I have sent you. Oh, thank you, Katrina. Thank you, CADPRO. I think CADPRO is joining us, coming and going, because I know he's multitasking, doing other things. So this one, again, part of the online art retreat that I was in. I don't know what this had to do with the, I don't know. And then I used, this is partly collage. Excuse me. Yeah, I found this great picture. I love this picture of this bird. I'd love to use this over and over in many different artworks. That's just a great picture of some. I'm not a big bird expert, so I don't know. So here, what is this? Color Smash Book. Something to do. Yeah, I was taking some online art retreat, and I took the fall was bombarded. There was 3 online art retreats that we could take in the fall. They're all free. They were all free, and I was like so bombarded by which online art retreat to take. So here again is my 2 symbols for my 2 art words of the year: focus and self-love. And the self-love is it's a heart with an arrow going in on itself, and of course these arrow type shapes for focus. Those are my 2 words. Those are my 2 words for the year. Okay, so distorted face. I don't know. I was inspired by, in this Facebook group I was following, they were doing all kinds of distorted faces. So I decided to do some kind of distorted face. Okay, this is a magazine collage for the background. Journaling in there. It's like she's almost like a woodland fairy with a grass hair, green, like grass-like hair, plant-like hair. I'll be showing you my fairy watercolor journal in a few minutes, because I took it based on an online art class I took. So here I had drawn half of the face first. I love doing half faces, and then I later on decided to add the hand, and oh, this could be hair right here. The strong hair there could be good with art journaling in there. Not art journaling, just journaling. Yes, this blue face with purple lips and orange eyes. Okay, journaling in here mixed with half. It's almost a half face. Well, it's a face that's cut off with the chin cut off. Monochromatic. Here. Yep. She looks like a garden fairy. Yep. Green skin. Floral. Okay, here, practicing eyes. And I thought I would do 100 eyes, but no, I never could do 100 eyes. I might get back to it. I love this one, green with a blue eye, green skin with a blue eye. That's cool. This is pink skin with purple eye, turquoise eye. That's more space in this. Okay, art journal, more space in that one. That's gonna be weird. Oh my goodness. Well, that's gonna be weird with like I'm going to have to put a separator in it and say, oh, this is 2021. Does anybody have any ideas about that? Like, instead of having a whole art journal dedicated to 2020 like it was supposed to be, this didn't get finished, and I think I'll just put a separator in here and put that the rest of this is going to be 2021. Oh, this I did for a Thanksgiving art online, a Thanksgiving art live stream I did with a friend of mine. It was funny. It was like she painted and drew the appetizer. It was like a feast for your eyes, and we did it on Thanksgiving Day in the morning, and it was called Feast for the Eyes. And she started off with the first course. She painted and drew appetizers. Then I did the main course, and then we both painted, and we both painted desserts. Well, mine's collage paint. So that was it, fun to do. It was her very first time ever on a live stream. She was on the panel. Oh, here's my little one. It's not so impressive. This is like, well, that's a pretty good drawing. This is when I used my 3x5" journal, went interchangeably with the other size journals for when I didn't have time, like during that first 6 months when I was doing this every day for 6 months. When I didn't have time or motivation to do a female face. So I would do it in the 3x5" in its lined journal even. That's a cute one with her hair over her eye, with a big giant eye. Oh God, I don't like that face. Oh, see, all empty pages in that one too. At the end of it, I mean. Oh, here's my. Okay, there's some more artwork though. This is my fairy art journal. I created the cover, but it was inspired by the teacher. She created a cover similar. It was Katrina Koltes' class, and she's linked down below. Her website's linked down below. She offers many online art classes that are very reasonably priced. She mostly offers watercolor, but she does offer mixed media and also acrylic. But she was doing that. She did this fairy art class. So I was inspired to do this cover like this, but she did hers with like clay, some three-dimensional molding modeling material, and I didn't want to do that, so I did mine like that. And she had different online lessons about this one was woodland fairies. All watercolor, and yeah, and maybe some Tombow markers. And what's that, woodland? This must be woodland fairies too. Oh, I like this face in the tree. Oh, I love her garden, her skirt, which is made out of plant life. Oh, she has a bird's nest on her head. Oh, the ladybug mushrooms, cute, with a pumpkin on his head. That's a funny little creature. And then this one was a flower fairy. Another one. I love the flower fairies the best. And I stenciled. Yeah, I used the stencils up here for this, some of the floral. Oh, then I did Christmas stuff. This was starting in the end of November, beginning December, a follow along. Oh, Goswina, if Goswina's still in here, I think this is the one she followed along. No, this one I did myself on metallic gold background, where, oh, they were random Christmas prompts. Yeah, I had to follow 12, was it 12? I forget, 12 or 20 random Christmas prompts. And this one actually me and Goswina did together. She's in the chat. She was in the chat where she was not on the panel, but she followed along. She followed along like the same while I was live streaming. She did follow along, and then later on we shared it in Facebook. Random prompts, random Christmas prompts again. Yeah, because I decided to put the Christmas stuff in here because I am not going to keep making this a whole fairy journal. I don't have that much interest. I don't have that big interest in fairies like that. Here's pastel because I really love soft chalk pastel. So I did one thing in here, an alien type girl with the huge eyes. Look and see. Wow, purple hair. The colors. Yeah, so maybe Scratch and Pete's still here. What is CADPRO looking for? He said, let me look and see. What's CADPRO looking for? All right, now I'm going to show you full size. Well, this is 12 by 16 inch. And this was inspired by an art lesson, online art lesson by Katrina Koltes. I learned, different watercolor techniques with her and using the pen with water, ink pen with watercolor. Here I am holding a cat. Well, I don't know if that's me. That kind of represents me, and I like how the hair is flowing here. I love how I did the hair flowing there because it kind of refers to the antlers. Oh, here again, this was really hard for me to do because of my vision, and I had to be like this with my magnifying glass the whole time. I like this for hours to be able to paint it realistic like that. I really don't want to ever do that again. But that's really much. That was me following along with one of Katrina Koltes' watercolor art lessons. Oh, here's the acrylic painting I did, 12 by 16 inch paper. The acrylic painting that I followed along the free online art lesson with Grayscale Painting. I'm gonna have to put Grayscale Painting's channel down below. Again, and this is acrylic on paper, all acrylic, totally acrylic, where he was teaching Misty Forest. Again, from an art lesson and this face angle was very difficult to do. Again, I had to be like this to be able to do it with my magnifying glass sitting there for hours to do the details of the face. Again, that was doing an online art lesson with Katrina Koltes. This one is about Katrina Koltes did a free art lesson. She was where she was encouraging people to create art about the pandemic. So this one is the house is the title is the house is closing in. The house is closing in on me. Oh yeah, I did that on a live stream, I believe, with Gracie Shack and I. We both did a live painting live stream together, and this is soft chalk pastel with Tombow markers. This was the beginning of the year in January when I was taking I got a big response to this, but it's I did this following the teacher in Lifebook 2020. So it was in Lifebook 2020, who is hosted by Tamara Laporte, and her website is linked down below if you're interested in being in Lifebook 2021. It's a year-long series of online art lessons and projects taught by different artists throughout the whole year. It only costs, you can catch it for like you can get it for about $100, but I think it's supposed to be $120, but it was on sale. It might still be on sale for $100. Year long, every week you get a new project or lesson by a different artist, and sometimes you get two. And this one was one of the teachers in that class. Okay, that completes my art journal flip through, but because in the 2020 life book, they encourage us to work on the 12 by 16 inch paper, where at the end of the year she teaches you how to bind this into an art journal, which I'm not interested in binding it into an art journal. I hope you enjoyed this. Hi, NASCAR man. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. Happy holiday. Wishing you happy holidays. Thank you for everybody for being here. And Pete's still here. Pete, thanks so much for staying for the whole show. And NASCAR man, you caught us right near the end, but nice to see you. Nice to see you pop in here. Again, wishing everybody happy holidays. I'm not going to be on again until Sunday. Yes, Sunday I have 2 scheduled art live streams on Sunday. Yeah, because normally I would do one on Friday, but Friday's Christmas, I'm not doing it. So see you. Check out my scheduled art live streams. I'll be creating art again. This was a whole year-long flip through of mostly my art journal art. Not all the art I did, because I did alcohol ink painting, and I'm not showing them. My alcohol ink paintings I sell in my Etsy shop. So I mainly, this is just an art, pretty much an art journal flip through. And since there's not many people in here, if there was more people in here, I might go on and I might show some of my alcohol ink paintings. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, NASCAR man. I hope things get better. I hope you feel better and things get better. Bye, everybody. Hopefully see you. I have 2 scheduled painting streams on Sunday. Check them out. And they're scheduled on my homepage. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then another one's scheduled later in the day. Bye.